Hello everybody, and welcome back to another FS22 Zielonka video. Getting started here really early in the morning because we have a massive field of red beets to harvest along with our orchard of olives. Yeah, got our olives here. Look at all those. Look at all those lovely olives. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them all. Yes, and also look at these. Oh my gosh. Look at these. Everything's ready to go. So yeah, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get on with the harvest. And yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get started nice and early here. Which button is the light? I'll figure it out eventually, guys, I promise. There we go. There we are. All right. Let's go ahead and unfold this thing. All right. Oh no, it's already unfolded, I think. We gotta pipe it out. There you go, pipe it out. Because we gotta keep that pipe out at all times. Yeah, get that pipe all the way lifted up. Actually, I think probably about there's fine. I think it'll reach. Yeah, this one reaches over that trailer because it's the double high one. Remember, our old one used to not. So yeah, let's go ahead and get after it. We're probably going to crush these first few, just trying to line up. But that's okay. Oh no, we don't crush them because I guess because they're ready to go. And now we'll go ahead and try and get the tractor, this tractor. Switch on its lights. Come on. There you go, follow. Waiting due to near collision. Okay, and I think we want to, yeah, offset you to, like, over here a little bit and, like, pretty much right in front. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. And we'll probably waste a little bit. But hopefully he'll get lined up. That's the plan anyway. Go ahead and get onto that pipe. There we go. Okay, so control, we're going to probably do 3 and maybe, no, that's fine. Yeah, 3, so that way he falls a little bit closer. Alright, let's get after it. Yeah, so he's going to follow, like, pretty much right next to us. Come on, get over there. Get after it. There he goes. There we go. Perfect, look at that. Getting those beets in there. Let's go and pick up the speed a little bit. We can harvest at 6. Although now the tractor's slowing down. I'm going to meant to hit Shift W. I think that will bring the follow me ahead. At least it's supposed to. Alright. I think we're okay. We're harvesting the beets. Okay, let's try and avoid this. Oh, this might be a problem. Didn't really associate all this. Okay, we're just going to have to cut the corner here. Because otherwise he's going to hit that tree. And I think he probably just did hit that tree. Let's get the rest of those beets in the trailer. Yeah, he hit the tree. Probably should have started over here. This actually seems like there's a lot more room to maneuver over here. But yeah, I mean, this field is kind of tight with this big old machine. You couldn't drive forward, so you just gave up. Yeah, probably should get rid of that tree. Not a great spot for a tree when harvesting this field when it's full of red beet. Like, obviously. Like, it's obviously the worst possible spot for a tree. Gosh, how are we still getting caught on this? Look, I wanted to get started early, and now we're stuck in a tree. The progress we've made is very little. I'm still stuck on this tree. Okay, there we go. Finally. What a horrible spot for a tree. This is where a big self-propelled harvester would be very nice. Or one that fills up the little containers so that way we don't have to worry about having a trailer beside us. That would be nice as well. Yeah, because I don't even know how we're going to turn around at this end. I think I'll just have to cut the corners. Because there's just... He's probably going to end up in that. Well, maybe not. He's got skill. He's got skill. Okay. Okay. The follow me has skill. Didn't end up in the olive orchard. That's a surprise. Yeah, we're just going to end up doing some headlands on this. Just because there's no way we'll be able to turn around any other way. Okay, flow turn. corn. He's too far away. Hurry up. There we go. Be interesting to see how much we get by the time we're done with this. But yeah, we'll probably... I don't know. We'll see how much we get done. I actually did notice that we do have the next month as well. So it wasn't actually as tight as I thought it was. I thought we didn't actually have November. But no, we have November to finish this. I think I might have been looking at like parsnips or something, because they finish around this time. Not sure. But yeah, we definitely have more time than I was led on to believe last time. I thought this was our only month to do both olives and red beets. No, we can do a bit more than that. So that's fine. Waste so much on those corners. Oh well, nothing you can really do about it. Unless we had an actual person here that could do a better job. And you can't really do a worker with this, because the worker just will go up and down, driving through the crop. And then if you end up driving through the crop, you end up crushing it. So it's like, yeah, this is the only way to do it. This is really the only way to do it. Which is interesting, because Follow Me is not in the base game. It is a mod. I guess maybe you could put narrow wheels on the tractor and the trailer, but that's also kind of weird. Let's keep going. We're just going to keep going. He'll eventually catch up. Maybe I need to do a bit of this. Drop some beets on his cab so he knows I care. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and get on with the time lapse. Actually, before I do so, let's just go ahead and stop. I do need to check on a couple things. Okay, he'll just sit right there. Things I should have probably checked on before we got on with starting the harvest today. So this is still running. Okay. This we can deactivate. That's done. Okay, there's potatoes in there. It has pig food. It has 4,000. What did it run out of? It ran out of, I think... the soy. Yeah, it completely ran out of soy. Okay. I think that actually makes sense. I think it, even though it says plus 10, and we would think, oh, there might be like 8 left here, I think it ratios it properly. If there's only like 1 soybean left, it'll use like 2, and then 2, and then 5. I think, probably. And then only make like 10. It might do that, because yeah, that would actually make sense based on how much we have here. So yeah, we got some extra potatoes, we could do that. We can also have other types of pig food. If we get canola, barley, corn. If we have corn, canola, sugar beet. I want to do one with the potatoes, so yeah, probably either this one where we have the wheat and the sorghum. I mean, this one probably makes the most sense for us. We just need more soy. So, yeah, maybe eventually. But yeah, we made a little bit, and then we have this. Got this going. I don't actually know how many chips are at the place, but I guess we'll see when we go up there later today. Alright, so that looks all good. We can go ahead and continue with the beet harvest. We'll see how much we get done. I'll probably do a couple trailer loads, couple trips, and then we'll see what we got to do to afford an olive harvester and get our olive field done. Because that's gonna be a deal. That's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a whole thing. We got to make sure we harvest the olives. Big money there. Can't just let big money go to waste. That would be silly. Stop. Stop the music. Stop the music. So apparently they can just be in this stream. Might have to, like, go down these streams and, like, see if there's any more. But we found one there. That covers our, olive harvester. Alright. Well, I think that's probably a good place to end the time-lapse. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to come all the way down here, but I'm glad I did. I thought this was another bigger shortcut. I think this is probably a bit of a long cut? Possibly. Possibly slightly a long cut. Yeah, because if you look, the one road south of Field 91, that's a shortcut. But then if you keep following it, there's no exit until this road below Field 85, and then you're already past the place. So I don't really know if it's a shortcut or not. It might be. You have to time it. But it was worthwhile, because we got a golden fruit. Which sounds random, but, you know, it makes sense. Golden fruits are valuable. Now, I'm just putting them in here for now. I don't actually plan to sell these on the train. I want to maybe do... We'll have to see. We're almost out of olive oil here. I'm probably going to stop soon. Yeah, if we check... what did I want to check? The crop calendar. Alright. Parsnips. Okay, parsnips are the things that end today. Red beets and carrots can be harvested into next month. That's fine. For contracts, if there's any, like, vegetable harvesting... Yeah, carrots in Field 22, honestly, that's like the same equipment we have. That honestly doesn't sound bad, just because I want to get some carrots. We had carrots, but then we sold them all. So, I want to get some carrots, and that way we can buy the soup place. We can buy soup, and then we can run this chain as well. Because I do want to do this chain. I really do want to do this chain. 135,000 for soup. That's some expensive soup, but I might be able to afford it. So if we have the triple soup, it's not the best price right now, but that's actually alright. The price is actually decent. Yeah, it sells for like 4,000, whereas this sells for not that much, but we probably get a lot of it, if I were to guess. I'm not sure. Carrot soup is good in August. Parsnip stew is good in December. Red beet in February. And the triple in October. Interesting. Interesting how the fluctuations are there. But yeah, it would be worth me making a bit of this. Not necessarily turning it all into this, because yeah, we'd get a lot more. Look how much the price goes up. I'm not really sure what the red beet to soup conversion rate is, but I figured, I mean, if it's worth that much, it's gotta be good, right? It's gotta be good money. So anyway, I think, as you can see here, we've made a good dent in the field. But I think it's about noon. We should go ahead and start the olives. Start getting some olives done. And that way we can hopefully start making some olive oil. And maybe we can prevent the potato plant from being down for too long. Because yeah, we do need to restock the olive oil. So yeah, maybe if we get the olives harvested now, we can start that process. And we can keep those fryers going, basically. I want to keep those fryers hot. That's what we gonna do. And if we find another golden fruit along the way, the better. The more golden fruits, the better. Again, we're probably not going to find all of them. I don't think there's any way we're finding all of them unless I pull up a cheat sheet, which I don't really want to do because that would be cheating. Yeah, if we don't find all of them, we don't find all of them. But we found over half, so I'm honestly quite happy with that. If it stops there, then I'd be happy. Alright, let's go ahead and get the trailer parked over here next to the olive field, because we're going to need to fill this thing up with olives. Worst case scenario, we finish the red beets next time. We'll see how long the olives take. But yeah, we'll finish the red beets next time. Anyway, what we got in the used market? Another Zeter. Do we need another Zeter? I don't think so. A Zeter with less hours? Tempting, but probably not. I'd rather get an upgrade. But anyway, grapes. Yes, no, that's not what we want. Olives. That's what we want. Oh, I don't know if 7,000 is enough, actually. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, I definitely can't do that. I can't even lace it. There. Lease. It's only 15k. Only 15. There it is. Alright. Hello, again. The most leased machine on this farm. If we could afford it, we would buy it. But it's just too gosh darn expensive. Sorry, sign. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before placing the olives. No. I don't like thinking. Alright. Line her up, unfold the harvester, and then nom the trees. Just shake them olives right off it. Right off the branches. Just shake them off. Just shake them right off onto the conveyor belt and into the side hoppers. Lovely. So yeah, it's interesting how in the game the icon is green, but we're definitely harvesting black olives. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of every color in there, but I mean, if you look at the plant, it's mostly black olives on there. And check out this automatic gearbox. There we go, no gear shifting required. Well, technically in real life, automatic gearbox, you still have to shift it into reverse. But not in Farm Sim. Farm Sim just means automatic gearbox means brake equals reverse. Which I would love to see that on an actual car. It would be so funny. Nom the olives. They are tasty and nutritious. Alright, well I hope you guys don't mind if I get on with another time lapse, because, I mean, just look at how many olive trees there are. There's quite a few. And we did make some good progress on the red beets. We made more progress than I was expecting. I honestly think we honestly got 2/3 of the field. If we didn't have this kind of weird sweeping curve, it would definitely be 2/3. But it's a little under 2/3 with that kind of sweep there. But, you know. Yeah, no, good progress there. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and get this knocked out. And then we'll see how late it is. If we can maybe get another trailer load on there before calling it a night, we will. If not, we'll just pick it up tomorrow. Because, yeah, the red beets aren't as... Yeah, it's not as time pressing on the red beets. Parsnips would be the issue, which I don't think we've actually grown parsnips. So that might be what we do next year. So yeah, we're gonna grow corn in the potato field. That's right. The pigs will like that. I guess we could grow wheat there as well. We could just grow a whole bunch of wheat. Yeah, so parsnips or any root vegetable would just be horrible. Red beet would be the only acceptable one to do. Carrots, potatoes, then red beet. But yeah, carrots is horrible. Parsnips horrible. What about sugar? I guess sugar beet wouldn't be that bad. Sugar beet would be interesting. Soybeans would be fine. Sunflowers, not so much. Yeah, corn or wheat there. And then in the other field, it was red beets. No, what was it? I believe it was soy, then red. That's even better for corn. That's just pretty good for everything. Sunflowers, yeah, they like it. Potatoes. Yeah, potatoes, they like it. So we could grow another round of potatoes. Yeah, we'd get one yield on it. Wouldn't get a bonus, but we would get a bit of yield. And wheat's definitely good. So we could do corn there. I mean, corn in the other one. And I don't really know if I want to do corn. We could just do all wheat, honestly, and just have a bunch of wheat. But maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do parsnips. Maybe we could do parsnips there, carrots there, and then sugar beet. Parsnips, carrots, and sugar beet. That would definitely be something. If we did that, I would definitely want to lease the big veggie harvester. We'd get a lot of use out of the big veggie harvester. Honestly, not against that for, like, you know, the final year of the farm. Because, yeah, I do want to buy that field. And we get wheat, too. Chickens like that. It would be a short turnaround. I mean, we've done wheat to cook carrots before. It was fine. I did it on a live stream. It was a rapid turnaround. Because if you take a look here, wheat harvested, July, August. Carrot planting, July. So if the wheat gets harvested in July, it's pretty much the only thing you can plant. Is directly after it is carrots. So I think that wheat does look like it'll be ready in July, because if it's stage 1 in October, it was pretty much planted as soon as possible. So yeah, if that wheat's ready in July, we can immediately get the carrots in. Sounds like it's going to be a busy year, but it's going to be great. I think that's going to be a wonderful kind of full-on year to just sort of end the farm. Because, yeah, we're going to lease the big old veggie harvester. It'll be a good old time. It'll be a great time. Definitely looking forward to it. So, yeah, we're going to get all this knocked out. And then I'll go ahead and see you guys when it's all done. And, yeah, if we have enough time, we'll get some more red beets knocked out as well. All right, here we go. Alright, well that definitely yielded a lot more. I'd be interested to check out the yield map on this. It looks like we got a good chunk of 125% yield. Yeah, up near the, that side over there. Yeah, I was getting a lot over there. Like, each row over there was, like, 30%, I think? I want to say, like, I was getting, like, 30% per row, like, over there. And then it kind of tapers off over here as we get, I think, into the silty clay. But, yeah, not bad. Not bad yield. I think the lime definitely helped a lot. I don't think the windmill is done making the olive oil yet, so we'll just have to let that go overnight. Do want to maybe, with getting late, so I think we're going to pick that up later, but I think we can get this knocked out real quick. It's not our fields yet, but it's got a bunch of weeds in it, and I don't really want a bunch of weeds in my future wheat. So if we could go ahead and do a contract, knock out those weeds, that would be good. Because yeah, definitely don't want all those weeds in my wheat, and I don't want it to become like a spraying job because we don't really have a sprayer. So let's go ahead and dump that in there. We'll go ahead and return this back to the storm. It served us well another year. Eventually one day we'll afford it, but that day is not today. Alright, I'm going to shut you off. Fold you back up. There he is. Wonderful. Oh, there's a car there. My bad. Alright. Thank you, and a good day. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the... Oh, your engine was already on. It confuses me, because I tabbed through a bunch of vehicles which had an engine turned off. So it said you need to turn the engine on, but those weren't the vehicles I was intending on driving. And then when I get to the vehicle I was intending on driving, the message is still on screen. And I'm like, wait, what? The engine's off? Impossible. My engine turned off? That's more likely than you may think. Let's see if I can do a bit better of a job at reversing. I mean, I didn't do a horrible job at reversing, but the door wasn't lined up, so it looked like I was just dumping all the olives onto the floor. Let's see if I can actually make it look like we're going into the little olive hole there. Alright, so line it up like this. And then all we gotta do is do some very simple dolly reversing. That's not at all difficult or tricky to accomplish. You see, it's super simple. Super simple. If you look how simple that is. It's so simple. If I can do it, it's simple, right? Like, if I can do it, there we go. There we go. Now it looks like the olives are actually going into where they're supposed to be going. There we are. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into forward. There we go. Go ahead and drive through these bushes. They're fine. They always grow back. And yeah, we'll finish this up next time. Dunk. Ooh. Dunk. There he is. Yeah, for where I left the weeder. Not in there. I think I left it in this monstrosity. Or I left it in there. I left it somewhere down here. It's either in this monstrosity, which no it's not, thankfully. Or I put it in here somewhere. Or I might have actually took it up there. No, I think I put it in here. No, it's probably up there. Oh, there it is, right there. Haven't really used it a lot. That's a big field. Alright, let's see if he'll let us do it as a contract first. If not, I'll just probably take out a loan and do it. Weeding, field 51. There we go. I think that's the right field. Yep. Alright, awesome. I accept your contract. And I really do not care about the money, because I will be buying your field. I mean, wait, what? No, I'm weeding your field because I'm very nice. I'm very nice. I'm very nice. We're gonna buy his field, guys. We're gonna buy this. It's gonna be good. It's a lot of wheat. Some would say it's a nice amount of wheat. I'd say it's a decent amount. But no, I'm happy with the progress we made today. Good progress was made today. Just have a little bit left of the red beets to do. We can definitely get that knocked out tomorrow. I don't know. If we get that knocked out pretty quickly, I might be able to go ahead and start getting this field plowed. Because, yeah, all our fields are going to need to be plowed. That's... they all had root crops in them. That's kind of what happens. I mean, pretty much anything that requires a planter, you got to plow afterwards. So, yeah, we'll get that plowed up. And, I mean, that'll take care of the weeds and everything. So, really, there won't be much to worry about next year. Other than just getting all the various vegetables in. Sugar beet, parsnips, carrots. It'll be a lot of different things. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun. We'll be able to lease the big veggie harvester. Oh, let's have another look at it. Let's have another, or I don't know if we've really looked at it, but vegetable technology. No, not there. Not the ones we own. The ones we can buy. Vegetable technology. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it, guys. Look. Look how big and expensive it is. Yeah. It's so expensive. I could never afford it. But we could lease it. Oh, could we lease it? But anyways, as the sun goes down over Zielonka, I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Yeah, I'm going to finish this contract off camera. I don't think it's too exciting. We've done a lot of other stuff today, and this video is probably getting quite long. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!